see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champion, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got his man downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air. It's Kennedy. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Commodores want to move quickly. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Took a shot as he threw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Now this offense is back on the field. The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Stanley. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the... He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield at Stanley. The Commodores decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play but just couldn't find anybody open.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll try to snap it quickly. Back to throw. It's Stanley. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Commodores have their offense in high gear.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quick release by the QB. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw. It's Stanley. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Commodores in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up. And
the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 16 over UCF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the returner will be brought down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterback.
There he goes! The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air, it's Kennedy. Under fire. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll pull it on the read. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. looking for a man. It's Stanley. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now here. That Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Brody.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Kennedy. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The run from the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He'll keep it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Commodores are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley. Probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-0.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a running room. Touchdown, Auburn. And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. Makes the catch, it's Agnew. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And the defense drags him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. go to the toss. At the 45 on his way. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Roberts. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before. He picks up more than 40. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. Trying it, have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. Touchdown, Vandy. And they take it in for 6 more points. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about it.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, getting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Flying down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You